Good afternoon, everybody. Today is December 16, 2020. Today our lecture is Visuddhimagga, part of purification, Samadhi Nadesa, Samadhi about the concentration, part 3. So, before the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, saying Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. Today we will continue to learn about the concentration. So concentration has many kind of level of concentration in various stage. When we practice 2 kind of meditation, samatha, tranquil meditation, and Vipassanā, inside meditation, and after that we will gain the noble stage. So at that time the concentration is very strong. So we have to understand the kind of concentration step by step. The power of concentration increase step by step while we are practicing various kind of meditation. So that's why we have to learn about the many kind of the concentration. So we will continue about that concentration. Okay. So last week we are not finished yet the kind of the concentration what we discussed. So today we have to continue. In Pali is Kilesindriya Vasena. Kilesindriya Vasena. Kilesa Indriya Vasena. 3 words combined. Kilesa is a defilement. Indriya is a faculty. So we have to understand Kilesa is a 10 kind of defilements. Kilesa. 10 kind mean the craving, lobha, and anger, dosa, and then moha, delusion, moha. So mainly these 3. But we have to understand under the craving, lobha, we have to understand round view, deity, and the mana, pride. So lobha, deity, mana, 3, and then dosa. But not asa materiya kokucha. Asa materiya kokucha is not defilements. Yeah. So they are in different names. So now kilesa. And then moha, delusion, moha, hirika. Hirika is shame, shamelessness in doing evil. And then notapa is a fearlessness in doing evil. And Vichikiccha, doubt. Yeah. The Ditthi and Mana is include of the craving, Lobha. Yeah. So Lobha, Ditthi, Mana 3, Dosa 4, and then Moha 5. Moha 5. And then Vichikecha, and then Tina, yeah, sloth, no Meda, only Tina. Only Tina. Only Tina, huh? No Meda, sloth, and yeah, Tina, Odicha. Yeah, that's next. So 10. There are 10 kind of the defilement, manda defilement. So kilesa, we have to understand kilesa, indriya. Indriya is mainly we have a 5 faculty. 5 kind of faculty. Indriya, sadendriya. Sadendriya is the faculty confident. The faculty of confidence, the faculty of the Vidya Indriya, effort, and then Saddha, Virya, Sati, mindfulness, faculty of mindfulness, and then faculty of the wisdom, and then faculty of the concentration. So there are 5 kind of the Indriya mainly we have. Yeah, so like this, we have to understand. Kilesa Indriya Vasena means according to the defilement, according to the faculty. Certainly. Kilesa Indriya Vasena Chapi. Yeah. Chapi means Chapi. Chapi means no. I think no meaning. Edisan means etasan here. Sorry, etasan, not edisan. Etasan. So etasan means etasan samadhi, concentration. So these concentration, pavedo, kind, various kind, pavedo, various kind, viridabo should be understood. Yeah. So according to the defilement, according to the faculty, we have to understand about the various kind of concentration. So Tibba kilesasa he. Yeah, he means here the detail explanation. So Tibba kilesasa. Tibba means is a very strong mental defilement. Tibba. Tibba is a very strong mental defilement. Tibba. Tibba kilesasa. So kilesasa is a mental defilement. Tibba meaning is very strong, powerful mental defilement. So that person. And Mudendriyasa. Mudendriyasa Indriya. Muda is not strong. Indriya is a faculty. Yeah. So faculty is not shut faculty. So that person we call Mudendriyasa. So that person, influenced by too strong mental defilement, and then the Indriya faculty is not shut, very shut. So that person, dukkha pratibada, hoti. Yeah, that person practice difficult. Yeah. Because the defilement, mental defilement so strong, too strong, and then Indriya power of the faculty is not good. So that's why. Dukkha pratibada hoti and dandacha binya. Dandacha binya means the wisdom, understanding. Understanding also very slow. Danda means slow, sluggish or slow. Yeah. So dandacha binya. Yeah. And then, opposite of that person meaning is Tikindriya sapana. Yeah. Tikindriya sapana. Indriya faculty is very good faculty, very powerful. Defilement is too strong, but the faculty also very powerful. That's why that person is Kipa Vinya. Kipa Vinya meaning is Dukkha pratibada. Yeah. The practice is difficult, but quickly understand because of the faculty is very powerful. So you should understand these two connect cause and condition, cause and effect. So the defilement is so strong that condition make when you practice meditation difficult. Yeah. And then the faculty is not very powerful. So that person faculty is very powerful. That person understanding is very fast. So that's why here keep popping. So mention like this. So because of these conditions, different person. Yeah. Even though practice meditation, different, understanding is slow and fast. That even though the practice is difficult, progress. Yeah. So we have to understand like that. Okay, and then manda kilesa sacha. Manda kilesa. Manda meaning is opposite of tipa. Tipa kilesa. Previous one is a tipa kilesa, isn't it? So right now is a manda kilesa opposite. Tipa is strong. Manda is not strong. Not strong. Yeah. So that meaning manda kilesa cha munendriyasa. Munendriyasa meaning faculty is not very sharp, not very powerful. But that person, kilesa is not too strong. That's why sukha pratibada hoti. Sukha pratibada hoti. That means that person practice is not difficult, easy. Because the power of the mental defilement is not strong. So easily practice easily because power concentration too strong. When we practice meditation, there's a lot of disturbance to progress. Little the power mental defilement. When we practice meditation, progressing is easy. Yeah. So that means sukha pratibada hoti dandacha pinya. Dandacha apinya means understanding is slow. Because understanding is slow because of the munendriyasa. Munendriya means indriya faculty is not very powerful, not very sharp, not very powerful. So that's why the understanding also the slow and slowly understanding. Yeah. and also Tikhendriya Sapana. Yeah. So for Kipapinya means a very fast understanding. So yeah, that's why we have to understand the concentration also like this. So you should be understood as a class according to the defilement and faculty, kilesa and indriya. Yeah. So according to the defilement, according to the faculty, so power then make a different kind of person, different difficult practice, progress in practice, and slowly understanding, fast understanding. So many different kind. So for if a man or a person difficult, and then faculty is due, so his progress is difficult, and his direct knowledge is slowly. But if his faculty are keen or very powerful, so his knowledge is fast. Yeah. And if his defilements are blunt meaning is not very powerful, and his faculty dull meaning his faculty is not very powerful. So for that person, his progress is easy because of the defilement is not very powerful, but his understanding is sluggish because of the faculty, indriya is dull. But if faculty are keen, so his direct knowledge is fast. So we have to understand like this. So that's why the Buddha explained analytical way for the person, a different person. Even though practice meditation, different person, different progress in practice and different understanding. Different understanding meaning is that some person slowly, some person very fast. So there's many different because of the two conditions, defilement, kilesa, and indriya faculty. Yeah. So these two conditions very important. When you practice meditation, these two conditions influence for your practice of meditation. So we have to understand like this. Very important. Yeah. So that's why here Buddha explained in that way. And then we go to next one. Iti imasu patibada pinyasu. Yeah. So patibada pinya is patibada is in Pali is dukkha patibada, danda pinya, dukkha patibada, kippa pinya. Yeah, very fast understanding and slowly understanding, but the practice is difficult. So dukkha patibada. So dukkha patibada, danda pinya, and another one is a dukkha patibada, kippa. Okay, 2%, and then another 2% is a sukha patibada, isn't it? Yeah. So sukha patibada also two kind. Danda pinya or kippa pinya. So two. Sukha patibada, danda pinya, sukha patibada, kippa pinya. So altogether four kind of person. So mention here imasu patibada pinyasu meaning is that So mention these four kind of person. Yeah. So explain your meaning is a person, any person. Yeah. Your pokalo meaning is person. So Pali is a Generally saying, Pogalo, your Pogalo means yeah. So any person, yeah. Dukkaya Padipadaya. Dukkaya Padipadaya means Dukkaya is a difficult, Padipadaya means progress in practice of the meditation. Dandaya cha Binyaya. Dandaya cha Binyaya means very slowly understanding. Yeah. So that person has concentration samadhi. Samadhi papunadi. So that person, yeah, samadhi concentration is like this. Practice and slowly understanding. So that person has a concentration samadhi. So that's kind of concentration. So samadhi, that kind Tassa is that person. Sorry, Tassa is that person. So samadhi, that kind of concentration, we call dukkha patibado danda vinyoti uchati. We call uchati means it is called uchati. Uchati means it is called dukkha patibada danda vinyoti. Dukkha patibada danda vinyoti means dukkha patibada danda vinyo, the name. Yeah. So we call that kind of name. That kind of name is a dukkha patibada danda vinya. That kind dukkha patibada danda vinya. Yeah. Like this. So esa nayo. Esa nayo means yeah, nayo means a method. So according to that method, esa nayo sesa taye piti. Sesa means remaining. Pali sesa means remaining. Taya means three person, isn't it? Because there's a 4 person. Dukkha patibada danda vinya, dukkha patibada kippa vinya, sukha patibada danda vinya, sukha patibada kippa vinya. 4 person. So right now we explain first person dukkha patibada danda vinya. Remaining is a 3 person. Dukkha patibada kippa vinya, sukha patibada danda vinya, sukha patibada kippa vinya. 3 person. So mentioned here. Sesa taye piti. Yeah. Sesa means remaining, taya means 3 person. Yeah. So remaining 3 person also apply in that way. Apply in that way. So apply in that way meaning is a person who practices very difficult dukkha patibada, understanding is very fast, keep up, we say. Yeah, we should understand like this. So that kind of samadhi also we call that person has a samadhi concentration. That kind of samadhi is a dukkha patibada, vinya samadhi, sukha patibada, danda vinya samadhi, and sukha patibada, kippa vinya samadhi. Yeah, so that's what he mentioned. Eon like this, dukkha patibada, danda vinya, Vinyadi Vasena Chatubido. Chatubido means a 4 kind. Yeah. Okay, so that's why here English translation. So as regard this progress and this direct knowledge, when a person reach the concentration, yeah, reach means a papunadi. So reach means a person attain concentration with difficult progress in the practice of meditation and then sluggish direct knowledge, very slowly understanding. So his concentration is called concentration of the difficult progress and sluggish direct knowledge. That means in Pali is a dukkha pratipada danda vinya samadhi. You have to understand. Similarly, in the case of the remaining three means dukkha pratipada, kippa vinya samadhi, another one. And sukha pratipada, danda vinya samadhi, and then sukha pratipada, kippa vinya samadhi. Yeah, so three. So it is a four kind as a difficult progress and sluggish direct knowledge, and then so on. So difficult progress, very fast direct knowledge, and then easy progress, and then sluggish direct knowledge, easy progress, and then fast direct knowledge. We have to understand therefore these four kind of samadhi, concentration. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Tudiya means the second one. Second, Tudiya means second. Chatuke means Chatu means a four. So four group. So the group has a four kind. So that group we call Chatuke in Pali. Chatuka. Chatuka means a four group. So the one group has a four kind. So that group we call Chatuka. Yeah. So Dutiya Chatuke, second turret. In the second turret. Ati. Ati means there's. Ati means there is. In English, there is. Ati. Pali Ati is English equivalent is there is. There is something. Yeah. So Pali mentioned Ati Samadhi. Ati Samadhi means Samadhi concentration. There's a concentration. Ati Samadhi, there's a concentration. Pareto. Yeah. Pareto means Pareta is a limited. So the concentration is a Pareto Samadhi. Oh, another one. Pareta Ramano Samadhi, Ati. So Pareta is a limited. Aramana is a object. So limited object. So this one kind. Pareto, limited concentration. Predominant with the limited object. So that kind of concentration, one kind. Okay, we have to understand. So that kind of samadhi has a limited concentration with limited object. Because the concentration focus on the object, isn't it? The meditation object. So that kind of some meditation object is limited. Not expand, cannot expand. Like for example, when you practice a loving kindness meditation, so loving kindness meditation, you radiate your loving kindness to 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, and a lot, enormous person, no limit, because the person has countless, many. So that's why that kind of aramana object is the metta, loving kindness meditation object is unlimited. Yeah, not limited. Yeah. So here is opposite. Paritaramano means a limited object. So limited object means a kind of the when you practice meditation that cut in the cemetery. So dead body, you looking at the dead body meditation, Asubha Bhavana. So Asubha Bhavana cannot expand. That object cannot expand. Because that object is very, we don't want to expand, yeah, isn't it? Just kind of the practice to increase the power concentration. So that kind of object cannot expect, cannot. So that kind of object we call Paridaramano in Pali, limited object. You should understand like this, okay? So this is one kind, limited concentration with limited object. This is one kind. And then another one, Ati, another one, there's another one, Parido, yes, same, limited concentration, Apamanaramano. Apamanaramano means unlimited or measureless, countless. Object is countless, like a loving kindness meditation, metta, bhavana. You can increase whatever you want. Like this. So that kind of concentration we call Pareto Apamana Ramano. Pareto means we were discussed in detail later in Pali. Pali is step by step. So right now, Pali introduced the name. After that, explain. Okay. So Pareto limited concentration meaning is that concentration is not cannot able to support the jhana absorption stage, apana. So that kind of concentration is limited. So we will discuss later. Okay. So right now, just name Pareto. Apamanaramano, another kind of concentration, limited concentration with the measureless object, countless object, meditation object. Object meaning is a meditation object, okay? Meditation object. And then another one, Ati Apamano, Paridaramano. Apamano meaning is the concentration is measureless concentration. Concentration, power concentration is very, very powerful, measureless. Measureless concentration, apamano, but aramana object is paridaramano. Limited with the limited object. So that kind of concentration, another one. That one. And then the fourth one. Ati, apamano, concentration is measureless. Apamanaramano. Apamanaramano means object also, measureless object. So measureless concentration with measureless object. So there are four kinds, isn't it? Four kinds means Pareto, Paridaramano, Samadhi, number one. And Pareto, Apamanaramano, Samadhi, number two. And number three, Apamano, Paridaramano, number three. Number four, Apamano, Apamanaramano. Okay. So four different kind of concentration. Here we have to explain more detail. So that's why in Pali, continue like this. Datta. Pali datta means want to explain in more detail. So studying the Pali, what like this. Datta. Datta means amount of them. Amount of the four kind of concentration. Your means any pausing. Samadhi, Appakuno. So Samadhi concentration, Appakuno means guna means a quality. Appa is a little. The quality is low, that means low quality. So low quality concentration is not enough. So that's why another word mentioned Upari Janasa. Upari means upgrade. Upari, higher. Upari means better, higher. Higher level jhana. Higher level jhana. Upari Janasa means higher level jhana. So for example, first jhana and second jhana. So second jhana higher level than the first jhana, isn't it? Second jhana and third jhana more higher. Third jhana, fourth jhana, like this. Upri jhana means like this. Yeah, you have to understand. Huh? Pachayo bhavitu. Yeah, pachayo means supporting. Yeah. To begin, bhavito means to begin as a supporting, very strongly supporting for to the higher level of jhana. Nasakoti. Nasakoti means Sakoti is able. Nasakoti means unable. Cannot able. So Nasakoti. Pali Sakoti is able in English. So Nasakoti means unable, cannot able, cannot be able. Yeah. So here mentioned samadhi, concentration is unable. The kind of concentration is unable to supporting in the higher level jhana. So again, that kind of concentration, again, Pareto, we call Pareto concentration, Pareto samadhi. Yeah, limited concentration we call. So limited concentration meaning is that concentration cannot be able to support to attain the higher level of jhana. So that kind of concentration we call Pareto, limited concentration. Yeah. So that's why in English translation. And in the second turret, there's a limited concentration with the limited object. There's a limited concentration with a measureless object. And there's a measureless concentration with the measureless object. So among of these four kind of concentration, the concentration is unfamiliar. Unfamiliar meaning is abaguna. Yeah. Unfamiliar. The translate in English, I don't like. Unfamiliar is I don't like. Apaguno means unfamiliar means yeah. Another way is a person who, for example, attained the first jhana, but he didn't practice, just put aside, never ever practice again. So that jhana is not very training is not good. I mean the apaguna is kind of that way. Just attain the jhana, first jhana, never ever practice again and again. So that person apaguna. Apaguna means that kind of concentration is not very familiar. So that meaning, unfamiliar meaning is that meaning. Okay. Yeah, we will discuss the one later, I think. Yeah. So abaguno means you attain some kind of the level of concentration, the jhana, but you never ever practice very often. Yeah. So that kind of samadhi is not very good. So unfamiliar and incapable. Incapable is unable, or being the condition for the higher jhana, higher upri jhana, higher jhana. The condition is a pachayo. Pachayo is a condition. Yeah. So that kind of samadhi we call limited concentration. Okay. So limited concentration meaning is just we get some kind of the jhana and not very often practice. Yeah. So like if you some kind of thing you use that one, so you are not become expert, isn't it? Like this. Jhana also like this, just attain and then never ever practice. So that jhana is not you have become not very you become expert for that jhana. Yeah. So like this. So that kind of concentration we call the limited concentration. The limited concentration means just attain the jhana and no practice again, and no very often practice, and to become an expert level. Expert level. So that kind of concentration we call Pareto Samadhi. Pareto Samadhi means a limited concentration. Okay. Okay. So we could continue. We discuss your means the person, any person, your bana, another explanation for another person. Awodide. Awodide aramane. Yeah. Awodide means you cannot increase or expand. Wodida means expand. Awodida means not, it cannot expand, cannot extend. The object is just like this, not cannot extend like this. So I already explained the metta, loving kind of meditation. That person, 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, you can expand more. So that kind of aramana, that kind of object, awodide aramane means that kind of objects cannot extend like this. So like asubha bhavana, yeah. So that kind. So awodide aramane, an extended object, Pavodo. Pavodo means happen, happen or occur. Yeah. So that kind of samadhi we call Pareto Pareta Ramano. That kind of samadhi. In Pali, we mention Pareto Pareta Ramano. So that's why Ayan means that kind of samadhi we call Pareta Ramano. Pareta Ramano. Yeah. And then another one, your Pakuno. Your Pakuno means trying again and again, practice again and again to become expert. So that means Pakuno. So Pakuno, guna means quality. Yeah, pa means various kind of quality, many quality. So to get the many quality, you have practice many times, again and again. So that's why here English translation familiar, familiar. Subhavito. Yeah. Pakuno, subhavito. Su means very well. Su, isn't it? Su means very well. Bhavito means is developed, well developing. So that kind of concentration is, familiar to become an expert and then, well developing. Power concentration, well developing. And then Upari Janasa, higher level jhana, Upari Janasa, Pachayo, Pavito, Sakodi. Yeah. Supporting. capable to supporting condition for higher level jhana. So that kind of samadhi ayan appamano. So that kind of samadhi we call appamano. Yeah. Appamano samadhi. Huh? Yeah. Not Pareto. So Pareto and appamano is opposite. You have to understand. Yeah. Pareto is a limited condition, a limited concentration. Appamano is a measureless condition or measureless concentration, so opposite. And then Yoja, another person as well. Woody aramane. Aramane is object. Woody meaning is a standing object, a standard object. So, like I already discussed, the loving kind of meditation, 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, you can expand any person. So that kind of object we call in Pali, Woody aramane. Yeah, Woody aramane. Yeah. But in different the meditation, the Asubha Bhavana, we can do like this. We cannot increase the object of meditation. In the Asubha Bhavana, crowds the object, we cannot increase. We cannot extend. But here, Woody aramane is a increase or extend object. So Podo means occur. Ayan, so that kind of samadhi we call Abhidhamma Ramano. Yeah. Abhidhamma Ramano samadhi. So object is a measureless. Because the samadhi concentration focus on the measureless object. Okay? A standard object. Yeah, like this. Okay? And Utta Lakhana Omisataya. Yeah. Pana. So Utta means already described, already discussed, or already mentioned. Yeah, Pali Utta. Yeah. Utta is already discussed. Utta Lakhana is the characteristic. The characteristic means Pareto, Predaramano, Pareto, Apamanaramano, isn't it? Apamanaramano, Apamano, Predaramano, Apamanaramano, like this. Yeah. So Utta Lakhana, Omisataya, Omisa means mix together. Omisataya. Yeah. So mix together like this. So the meaning is Parita and Abhamana is mixed together like this. Okay. So Omisaka Nayo. Nayo means a method. Omisaka Nayo means a missing method. Virita bo should be understood. So Pali many times mentioned like this, yeah. Cannot no need to explain in detail because we mix together like this, we can get these 4 kind of concentration. Pareto, Ramano Samadhi, number 1. And then Pareto Abhamana Ramano Samadhi, number 2. And then Abhamano Pareda Ramano Samadhi. Number 4, Abhamano Abhamana Ramano Samadhi. Like this. So Pali Omisaka Nayo means like this. Missing method. Omidaka Nayo Viditabo should be understood. Eon like this. Eon like this. Pareda Ramana Di Wasena. Yeah, Breda, Ramana, etc. Accordingly. Chadu Bito. Chatuvido means 4 kind of the concentration. Yeah. So 4 kind of concentration means Pareto, Paredaramano. In Pali, in English, is a limited concentration with limited object. Number 1. Number 2, Pareto, Apamana Ramano Samadhi. So English is a limited concentration with measureless object. Okay. And then number 3, Pali is a Pareto Apamana Ramano, isn't it? Apamano, sorry, yeah. Apamano Paredaramano. Apamano is a measureless concentration with limited object. Yeah, this is number 3. And number 4, the last one is a Apamana Ramano. So measureless concentration with measureless object. Yeah, like this. Okay. So that's why here English translation. One is occur with a standard object. It is with the limited object. One, it is familiar, well developed, and capable of being conditioned for higher level jhana. It is measureless, we call. So, and one, it is occur with an object, and a standard object, it is with the measureless object. So, mixed method together can be understood as a mixture of the characteristic already discussed, already stated, already mentioned. So, it is of 4 kinds, as a limited with a limited object, limited with the measureless object, measureless concentration with the limited object, and measureless concentration with the measureless object. So, etc. means like this. Okay. Okay. So here we understand another 4 kind of concentration in second group. Okay. And then third group. Tika. Tatiya Chatuke. Sorry. Tatiya Chatuke. Okay. Tatiya Chatuke. Tatiya means a third. Third. Tatiya means third. Chatuke means a 4 kind of concentration group. So in here, what kind of concentration? We can be nivarana. Yeah. We can be nivarana. So we can be means removing. Removing nivarana is defilements, 5 kind of the defilements. No, not defilement. Hindrances. Nivarana. Kamachana nivarana, craving, pyavara nivarana, anger, chinamida nivarana, sloth and trouble, uddhacca kokocha nivarana, restlessness, and then the remorse, and then vichikiccha nivarana, doubt. So there's 5 kind of nivarana. So vikambita nivarana means already removed. These 5 nivarana. Already removed the 5 nivarana. So the meaning is the person, after removing the nivarana, the person attained the jhana, isn't it? First jhana, second jhana, etc. So here, vitaka, vichara, piti, sukha, samadhina, vasena. By the power, vasena here, vasena is a power of the vitaka is an initial thought, vichara is a sustained thought, piti is a joy, sukha is happiness or bliss, and samadhi is a concentration. So by the power of these 5 jhana factors, panchangika, Panchangikan. Panchangikan, the pancha meaning is 5. Ingika is a fetters. So these 5 jhana fetters, Pataman jhana, we call first jhana, isn't it? Pataman jhana. Pataman is a first, jhana means a jhana, so first jhana. Pataman jhana. So this is a first jhana. So that kind of samadhi we call first jhana samadhi, isn't it? And then the door from the stage. From that stage, Vipassanā Vitakka Vicharan. Vitakka Vichara. Vitakka is a initial thought. Vichara is a sustained thought too. Vipassanā means Vipassanā is overcome. Because a person who doesn't like initial thought and sustained thought. Initial thought and sustained thought is make our mind unstable. That's why that person doesn't like these two kind of jhana. Vitakka, vichara, initial thought. Initial thought is introduce an object again and again. So the mind is not stable. Because many times introduced with the object. So that's why. That person removing these two jhana fetters, vitakka and vichara. So T1gikan, T means 3. T1gikan, T-ingikan. Ingika is fetters, 3 fetters. 3 fetters, piti, sukha, ekagata. So Dutiya jhana. This is a Dutiya jhana. So this is a 4-4 counting method, not 5-4 counting method. You have to understand. Okay? So don't be confused. This is a 4-4 counting method. 4 jhana, only 4 jhana, not 5 jhana. Okay? So that's why here Tiwengikan Dutiya jhana. So second jhana. 3 jhana fetter, piti, sukha, ekagata, 3 jhana fetter. Here, Dutiya jhana. So Dutiya jhana concentration, and then the door. From that stage, Virata Pitika. Virata Pitika. Virata means doesn't like piti. So another person also, he also doesn't like joy, piti. Because piti joy is very close working with the craving, lobha. That's why. So there's a danger. There's a dangers of the craving because of joy. Piti is working with that. That's why. Don't like. So virata means don't like. Piti can means a piti. So the person don't like piti, so remove the piti. So do wingika. Do winga. Do means a 2. Wingika is wise and not meaning. Ingika. Ingika is feathers. So 2 feathers. 2 jhana feathers. What is it? Sukha ekagata. Because piti removed. Piti doesn't like, so piti removed. So sukha ekagata. 2 kind of jhana feathers. Tadiyan jhana. Tat jhana. So this is a 4-4 method. 4 jhana counting method, not 5 jhana counting method. That's why. Don't be confused, okay? So we have a 2 kind of method, counting method. 4-4 jhana counting method and 5-4 jhana counting method, isn't it? That's why here only four jhana contemplated. So that's why here to the doing again two kind of jhana further, sukha and ekagata. So tatiya jhana samadhi. Okay, the door from that stage. Another person upgrade his mind more stable, to become more stable. So that's why another person pahina sukha. Pahina meaning also pahina meaning is removed. Yeah. Pahina meaning is removed. Pahina sukha means sukha, remove the sukha, remove the happiness or bliss. Because sukha also closely connect with the craving, lobha. That's why they don't like. More stability of mind, sukha also a little bit disturbance of the stability of mind. That's why. Yeah, so that when we practice meditation, the happiness we feel happiness, so we more like that one, touch that one. So like little bit craving is not very rough, but very fine. Yeah, very fine. Yeah, not close. Yes, that's why for stability, a person one the stability of mind, they don't like sukha as well. Yeah, that's why. Ubekha vedana sahitasa. Yeah. So instead of happiness, sukha vedana, ubekha is happen together with the jhana. Ubekha vedana sahitasa. Sahitasa means together. Sahita means together. Yeah. Pali Sahita Sahagata saying. We use in Abhidhamma. Somanasa Sahagadan, Somanasa Sahagadan, so Sahagata. Sahagata and Sahita is the same Pali saying together. Yeah. So Upekha Vedana together with the equanimity, Upekha. Equanimity, yeah. Equanimity with a neutral feeling. Yeah. Equanimity with a neutral feeling. So samadhi no concentration. Samadhi no vasena. Yeah. Doing again. Yeah. Doing again is two kind of jhana fetter. Ubekha and ekagata. Isn't it? So chatotan jhana. So jhana is together. Chatotan jhana. Pali is not mentioned again. Chatotan means chatotan jhana. Yeah. 4 jhana. So 4 jhana concentration. Okay. So that's why here 4 kind of concentration. First jhana concentration, second jhana concentration, third jhana concentration, and 4 jhana concentration. So first jhana concentration has a 5 jhana fetter, vitaka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagata. Second jhana concentration is piti, sukha, ekagata, 3 jhana fetter. Third jhana concentration is sukha, ekagata. 4 jhana concentration, ubekha, ekagata. Yeah. Okay. So iti in that way, imesan chatona. Imesan means these. Chatona means 4. Jhana. Jhana. These 4 kind of jhana. Inga Buddha. Inga Buddha. Inga means feathers. Feathers also jhana feather. So jhana feather is different. The meaning. Inga Buddha Chattaro samadhi, 4 kind of samadhi. Hondi means that there's a 4 kind of samadhi. A1 like this. Chatu Janinga Wasina, according to the 4 jhana, Chatubido. There's a 4 kind of samadhi. So that's why here English translation. In the third turret, the first jhana has a 5 jhana fetters. That is to say, the applying thought, vitaka, sustained thought, vichara, happiness, joy, the piti, joy, piti, happiness, piti, bliss, sukha, and then ekagata concentration. Now, following suppression of the hindrances, after following suppression of the hindrances, nivarana. And then second jhana has a 3 jhana fetters. So remaining after elimination of the applied and sustained thought. Yeah. So the third has a 2 fetter, that jhana has a 2 jhana fetter with the fading away of happiness, piti. So the 4 jhana where the bliss is abandoned or removed. So the sukha is removed. Has a 2 jhana fetters. 2 jhana fetter means upekha and ekagata. The concentration. So that concentration is an equanimous feeling or neutral feeling that's accompanied. This is a 4 jhana. So there are 4 kind of concentration according to the jhana fetters. These 4 jhana. So it is a 4 kind according to the fetters of the 4 jhana. We have to understand first jhana samadhi, second jhana samadhi, third jhana samadhi, and 4 jhana samadhi. Okay. Okay. So we go to the next group. Another group. Another group is a Chatutha Chatoke. Yeah. Chatutha means 4. Chatutha means 4. Yeah. Chatuke means the 4 kind of group. Yeah. So Ati means there is Ati, there is. Samadhi's concentration. Ati Samadhi, there is a concentration. Hana Bhagyo. Yeah. So the name of the another kind of concentration is Hana Bhagyo Samadhi. Hana Bhagyo means Hana is a decrease. Yeah. Down. Not increase. Opposite of increase. Hana Bhagyo. Hana Bhagyo Samadhi. And then Ati Titi Bhagyo. Another kind. Titi Bhagyo. Titi Bhagyo means not decrease, neither decrease nor increase. Yeah. So that's a Titi is yeah. We say in Pali like this. Neither decrease nor increase. So Titi Bhagyo Samadhi. And then another one, Ati Visesa Bhagyo. Visesa Bhagyo. Visesa means specialized. Visesa. Specialized. So specialized means absorption. Absorption, kind of the absorption concentration. And then Ati, one Ati, Nebeda Bhagyo. Nebeda means a penetration. In Pali, Nebeda means a penetration. So penetration means a penetrated understanding in the 4 noble truth. Here, meaning is Nibbida Bhagyo Samadhi. So that kind of Samadhi. So that kind of Samadhi is a noble Samadhi, Ariya Samadhi. Yeah. So Ariya Samadhi. That's why in the last week I told you in the Ratana Sutta. In the Ratana Sutta, Buddha said, Yam Buddha Seto Parivanai Sutuche Samadhi Mandanri Kinyamahu Samadhi Nadena Samo Nawijadi Idami Dame Radana Banida Edena Sachena Suati Hotu. The Buddha said. So Yam Buddha Seto means the Buddha always prays that kind of Samadhi. It's a Ariya Samadhi. Noble concentration. So Nibbida Bhagyo Samadhi, that kind of Samadhi. Like Arada, Arada Mega Samadhi, Arada Plus Samadhi, like this. We call Nibbida Bhagyo Samadhi. So just we have to understand the name. Hana Bhagyo Samadhi, Titi Bhagyo Samadhi, Visesa Bhagyo Samadhi, and Nibbida Bhagyo Samadhi. Four kind. So we will explain what is a Hana Bhagyo Samadhi, what is a Titi Bhagyo Samadhi, what is a Visesa Bhagyo Samadhi. Okay? We will discuss. So that's why here Pali studying like this, Tata. All the time. Tata. Tata means among of these four kind of concentration, discuss more detail. Okay? Pichanika. Yeah. Pichanika means opposite. Samudachara Vasena. Pichanika Samudachara Vasena. Samudachara meaning is supporting. So Pichanika is the opposite meaning is here Nivarana. Nivarana. Hindrances. So 5 kind of hindrances supporting, 5 kind of hindrances. So that concentration we call Hana Bhagiyata. Yeah, Hana Bhagiyata. So concentration, but very close working with the Nivarana. So that's why Nivarana and Jhana Feta is opposite, isn't it? There's a Jhana Feta, there's no Nivarana. There's a Nivarana, no Jhana Feta. So like this. So working closely, working with the Nivarana, the 5 hindrances. So that kind of samadhi easily going down, decrease. Hana Bhagyo means that means. So that meaning is just attain a jhana and no practice very often. So there's a lot of dangers to decrease again. Yeah. So that meaning Hana Bhagya Samadhi. Yeah. Okay. And then Dadanu Dhammadaya. Dadanu Dhammadaya. Dadanu Dhammadaya means Tan Dhammadaya. Tan means here the samadhi concentration. So already attained the concentration. So that concentration is Taranu Dhamma Daya means Dhamma is a supporting Dhamma. Here, not opposite Dhamma. supporting Dhamma. So Dharanu Dhamma Daya Satiya. So that concentration we call Santana Vasena. Santana Vasena means stop. Not decrease, not increase. Stop. Stop. So that kind of samadhi we call Titi Bhagiyata. Yeah, Titi Bhagiyata. I think a little bit difficult to understand because, that kind of samadhi is, there's a very many dangers to decrease to, then there's a many supporting Dhamma also to increase. So that's why when we practice meditation, sometimes our concentration levels low down, decrease, and sometimes our concentration levels more higher, increase. So that's two different situations is because of the when we get the opposite Dhamma, our concentration decrease. When we get the supporting Dhamma, our concentration began to increase. Yeah. So like this. So that kind of concentration here is playing. The Hana Bhagya is a decrease, Titi Bhagya is stop, not increase. And not neither in decrease nor increase. Okay. Upari Visesadi Kama Vasena. Visesadi Kama Vasena. Upari means the higher. Upari means higher. Visesa means quality. Adhigama is attain. So attainment, kind of the attainment. Kind of the attainment means that kind of samadhi is apana samadhi, absorption stage. Yeah, the samatha and Vipassanā also attain the noble stage as well. So that's why here upari visesadikama vasena, higher level, attaining the higher level. So that kind of concentration visesa bhagiyata samadhi. So that samadhi has a power to attain the higher level. The higher level is there are two kind of higher level. The tranquil meditation, the samatha, just only the highest concentration level is arubhajana. Arubhajana is highest level. So after attaining arubhajana, nivasanya, nasanyana, you cannot increase more than that kind of arubhajana. Yeah. But for the Vipassanā is an increase more the first stage or the first noble stage, second noble stage, that four level. Yeah. So like this. So upari visesadikama means that meaning. Upari is in the higher. Visesadikama means visesad is just the quality, higher level quality. So two kinds, samadhi and vipassana. So that kind of concentration we call visesa bhagiyata samadhi. And then nebida sahagata senya manasikara samudachara vasena. Nebida sahagata Nibbida means that kind of word is very difficult. Nibbida means no interesting. Because every single moment the materiality and mentality all the time rising and passing away, arising and disappearing, arising and disappearing. So every single moment when we see in that way, our minds not interesting in the namarupa, materiality and mentality, isn't it? So that kind of thing we call nibbida. Nibbida is very difficult discussion about the meaning of the Pali. Yeah. So nibbida sahagata means no interest in the materiality and mentality. Sahagata means together with the sanya. Sanya is a possession, isn't it? Possession. Manasikara means attention. Yeah. When we practice insight meditation, Vipassanā, we need sanya, bhavana sanya. The sanya is keep memorize the characteristic of the materiality, rupa, and characteristic of the mentality, rup, nama, isn't it? So all the time, the memorize sanya with the sanya, possession, and the manasikara attention. We need attention. Without attention, we don't understand the nature of the characteristic or the mentality and materiality, nama and rupa. Yeah, that's why the sanya and manasikara is very important when we practice meditation. Every single object arising in our the door, six door, eye door, ear door, whatever, six kind of door. So we need to make a pay attention and then the collect the information, what they show. So all the time, the materiality, rupa and mentality, nama, show their characteristic. Yeah. So we need to memorize these characteristics in every single moment when we practice insight meditation, Vipassanā, like this. So that's why here mentioned sanya, manasikara, samudachara vasena. Samudachara vasena here. Samudachara vasena is supporting with the possession, sanya, and attention, manasikara. Yeah. So very strongly, possession and very strongly attention. When we practice insight meditation like this, we have no interest in the nama and rupa, materiality and mentality. So nibbida, that means nibbida, sahagata, sanya, manasikara, samudachara vasena. So in that situation, we have a certain level of concentration. That concentration we call nibbida bhagiyata samadhi. Nibbida. Nibbida bhagiyata samadhi. Sorry. Nibbida. Yeah. Penetrated. Yeah. Nibbida, penetrated. Penetrated means a penetrated understanding in the nature of materiality and mentality. Yeah. Materiality and mentality are just process. The process is just appearing and disappearing, appearing and disappearing. Yeah. So we penetrate the understanding like this. Huh? Yeah. People practice meditation. Inside meditation, we think mostly materiality is we think changing, but we think mentality is all the time same. We think like this. But after practice inside meditation, with the penetrated understanding, we see all these materiality and mentality all the time changing, all the time appearing and disappearing. So that meaning appearing and disappearing means all the time changing. All the time changing means they show their way of the impermanence. Yeah. So the nature of impermanence very obvious to understand in that at that time. So that kind of concentration we call Nibbida Bhagiyata Samadhi. Yeah, very important. Huh? Nibbida Bhagiyata Samadhi.
Nibbida, same.
Pativeda and Nibbida is the same. Pativeda meaning also penetrated. Nibbida meaning also penetrated. Yeah, same. So that concentration is very so ready to understand Four Noble Truth, isn't it? So that's why here. Nibbeda Bhagyatacha Viritava should be understood like this. So we have to understand there are four kind of samadhi. Hana Bhagyata Samadhi, Hana Bhagya Samadhi. Hana Bhagya means decrease. Titi Bhagya Samadhi. Titi Bhagya Samadhi is the stopping. And then Visesa Bhagya Samadhi is special quality, increasing special quality. And Nibbida Bhagyata is penetrating. Yeah. So these are four kind of concentration we have to understand. Okay. Okay. So we go to the next one. Oh no, it's an English translation. So in the full turret, or the English translation for turret, Chatuka Chatuke, there is a concentration partaking of the diminution. So diminution means a decreasing. There is a concentration partaking of the stagnation. Stagnation means stopping, not increasing, not decreasing. Yeah, neither decreasing nor increasing. The stagnation, and another kind is there is a concentration partaking of the distinction. So distinction means Visesa Bhagyat. Distinction. Yeah, so when we take the exam, when we pass the examination with the distinction, distinction like this. And then there's a concentration, another one, the last one is partaking or the penetrating. Yeah. Nibbida Bhagya Samadhi. Partaking or the penetrating. Yeah. So mono then it should be understood that the state of the partaking or diminution is accessibility to opposition. So accessibility to opposition means Picheka Dhamma, opposition. So Picheka Dhamma is very close with the Nirvana. You know the Samnira, novice, 7 years old, he attained the jhana. So he can fly in the sky with the jhana. But Unfortunately, one day he fly in the sky with the jhana, on the ground, the the girl singing. He hear the sound of the singing. So this jhana collapse, disappear, and then fall down on the ground. Huh? So that kind of concentration is accessibility to opposition. Hana Bhagyat. Hana Bhagyat Samadhi, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And then the state of the partition of the stagnation, Titi. Stagnation means Titi means stationariness. Yeah, stationariness means santana. Yeah, santana, stationary. Not moving, decrease or increase. Stationary. So Thana, Santana. So of the mindfulness, there is a conformity with the concentration. So the English translation, the mindfulness. So here, I think the mindfulness, not right mindfulness, not samasati, michasati, michasati. Mindfulness is sati. Mindfulness is sati. So here, micha, wrong mindfulness. not right mindfulness. Okay. So that meaning is a little bit more deep meaning, because the wisdom is, the meaning is a wisdom. Wisdom is not increased. With that concentration, wisdom, that's concentration not supporting to the wisdom. Yeah, that kind of concentration we call Chitti Bhagya Samadhi. Stationariness Samadhi. And then another one is the state of the partaking or distinction. Visesa Bhagya Samadhi. Partaking of the distinction is the attaining of the higher level concentration or higher level of wisdom. Higher level concentration means in the practice of samatha meditation. The higher level of wisdom meaning is in the practice of insight meditation, Vipassanā. So that kind of distinction, higher distinction. Staying on the higher distinction, that's why the kind of concentration we call Visesa Bhagya Samadhi. Partaking of the distinction, concentration, and then the last one. The last one is this, the state of the partaking of the penetrating. Penetrating means accessibility to perception. Perception means sanya, and attention. Attention is a manasikara, isn't it? Accompanied by dispassion. Yeah. So accompanied by dispassion means without craving. Yeah. So that's why no interest in the attachment in the materiality, rupa, and mentality, nama, isn't it? Okay, so these are four kinds of the samadhi. Hana Bhagya Samadhi, Chitti Bhagya Samadhi, Visesa Bhagya Samadhi, Nibbeda Bhagya Samadhi. 4. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next one. Yataha. In Pali, yataha means yata aha. Means tell. So telling like this. Yataha means telling like this. Pali all the time. Yataha, many times you see when you read in the Pali. Yataha. So telling like this. So telling like this means showing the statement, some statement from the Buddha words, from the one the Buddha teaching. Yeah. So here, Patamasa Janasa Labe. Patamasa means fast. Janasa. Patamasa Janasa means first jhana. Labe means attain. Attaining first jhana. That means. Patamasa Janasa Labe. Kama kata. Kama saha kata. Sanya manasikara samuda charanti. Hana bagi ni bagi ni panya. Oh, explain like this. Yeah. Huh? So Patamasa Janasa Labe, after attaining the first jhana, Kama Sagadam. Kama means here is Kama means craving in the jhana. What he already attained, first jhana. So that means after attaining the first jhana, that person attachment in the first jhana. That means he's so like the first jhana. Yeah. So Kama Sagada Sanya Manasikara. Sanya Manasikara means possession, Manasikara attention. So possession and attention, working with the attachment in first jhana, samudaya sarandi. Samudaya charandi, hana bhagi panya. So that panya, that wisdom is not increase, decrease. Because of the danger of the craving, attachment, isn't it? Yeah. So explain like this. Explain like this in the commentary. I think, yeah, these statements from the commentary and sub-commentary. So commentary and sub-commentary explain more. Huh? Yeah. Okay. And Tadanu Dhammata Sati. Yeah. So we already mentioned that Tadanu Dhammata. Tadanu Dhammata means supporting Dhamma, not opposite Dhamma. Huh? Supporting Dhamma. Supporting Dhamma, there's a supporting Dhamma. So Santitati, Titi Bhagini Panya. That kind of wisdom is a wisdom, not decrease and not increase. Okay, and then Avitaka Sahakata. Avitaka means no initial thought. Sahagata means together. So no initial thought together with the no initial thought. Sama asanya manasikara, so possession and attention. Samuda charandi, Visesa Bhagini Panya. So that kind of wisdom, Panya, is we call Visesa Bhagini. So taking the distinction, Visesa Bhagini, because no Vitaka, isn't it? No initial thought is very less because of free from the again and again introducing with the object is not stability of mind and not very strongly wisdom. That concentration not supporting the wisdom because it's shaking a little bit. We take the initial thought is all the time introduce the mind and object, always trying to introduce. So that's why mind is not steady. Mind is not stable. Mind cannot be stable. So without vitaka, avitaka, more strong, more stable. Yeah. That's why we say sabhagini panya. Yeah. And then nebida sagata, sanya manasikara, samudacharandi, viragupa, yeah, senyita. Yeah. So nebida is we already discussed. Nebida means no interest in the materiality and mentality. So that means viragupa senyita means viraga means no attachment in the mentality and materiality, nama and rupa. So that kind of panya we call nebeda bhagini panya. Panyati. So yeah, that statement is taken from the commentary. So in the commentary, mentioned like this, yataha, saying like this. Yeah. So taya pana panyaya. Yeah. Panya taya panyaya. Taya panyaya means with the wisdom. With these wisdom means hana bhagini panya, titi bhagini panya, visesa bhagini panya, nebeda bhagini panya. So these panya. So taya bhagini, these four kind of wisdom. Sampayota. Sampayota means together. Walking together. Walking together with the samadhi, with the samadhi. So chattaro honditi. So samadhi is also four different kind of wisdom. So the samadhi, that kind of samadhi we call the four different kind of samadhi. Yeah. So directly hana bhagi, visesa bhagi means directly mention about the wisdom. But the wisdom is working with the concentration. So concentration also these four kinds. So that means okay. So A1 like this. A1 like this. Hana bhagiya di visesa. Visena. What? Oh, sorry. Wasena. Hana bhagiya di wasena. So etc. So wasena means etc. etc. Hana bhagiya, titi bhagiya, visesa bhagiya, nebeda bhagiya. So chatobido, there's a four kind. So here English translation like this. According as it is said in the commentary, yeah, a man has attained the first jhana. He is accessible to the possession and the attention accompanied by the sense desire. So his understanding partake of the diminution because of the disturbance of the sense desire, isn't it? So when his mindfulness that is in the conformity with the stagnant, so his understanding partaking of the stagnation, titi. One, he is accessible to the perception and attention and accompanied by applying thought, avitaka, then his understanding partake of the distinction, visesa bhagini. One, he is accessible to the perception and attention, accompanied by dispassion and then directed to the fading away. Yeah. So that this is a kind of the Vipassanā jnana, inside wisdom. Inside wisdom is Nibbida jnana, many different kind of jnana. Inside level of the inside wisdom, Samasana jnana, Udyabhaya jnana, Vinga jnana, Bhaya jnana, Adhinawa jnana, Nibbida jnana. Here Nibbida. Huh? Yeah. So fading away is fading away is Udyabhaya. Udyabhaya. After Udyabhaya, we Adhinawa and Nibbida coming automatically coming. So step by step, the inside wisdom increase the power inside wisdom like this. So that kind of understanding partake of the penetrating, not the normal understanding, penetrated understanding. So the kind of concentration associated with that full understanding, wisdom. So that's why it's 4 in number in the concentration. So that's what partaking of the diminution, partaking of the stagnation, and partaking of the distinction, and then partaking of the penetrating. So there are 4 kinds. Okay. Okay. So we have to go to the next one. Panchama Chatoki. Panchama is a 5. Huh? Fit. Panchama means a fit. Chatuka is the 4 in group. So Kamavacharo Samadhi. Kamavachara Samadhi. So we understand. Rubavacharo Samadhi. Rubavachara Samadhi. Arubavacharo Samadhi. Arubavachara Samadhi. So Rubavachara Samadhi is Kamavachara Samadhi is in Abhidhamma. We already learned Kamavachara Chitta. 54 kind of the Kamavachara Chitta. You remember? Sing sphere, consciousness. There are 54 kind. So the 54 kind of sing sphere consciousness working with the concentration, that concentration we call Kamavachara Samadhi. And then Rubavachara Samadhi also. The Rubavachara is a form sphere consciousness. How many? 15. 15 kind of form sphere consciousness working with the concentration. So that concentration we call Rubavachara Samadhi. So Arubavachara Samadhi is a 12 kind of the formless sphere consciousness working with the concentration. That concentration we call Arubavachara Samadhi. And Apariyapano Samadhi. Supramundane consciousness. The concentration working with the supramundane consciousness, Lokottara Chitta in Pali, we call Apariyapano Samadhi. Eon like the Chattaro Samadhi, 4 kind. So Tatha, one of them, Sabhabi or Upachari Kakada, Kamavacharo Samadhi. So Kamavachara Samadhi is not absorption stage, only access concentration, not absorption concentration. So Upachari Kakada means access concentration. So that access concentration we call Kamavachara Samadhi. Tata, like this. Accordingly, Rupavacharadi Kusala Cheti Kakara. Rupavacharadi means form sphere consciousness, wholesome consciousness, form sphere wholesome consciousness, etc. etc. Adi. Etc. is a Arupavachara, formless sphere, wholesome consciousness. And supramundane, wholesome consciousness, working with the concentration. So that concentration we call Idari, the other Taryobi, the other three. The other three means Rupavachara Samadhi, Arupavachara Samadhi, and Apariya Pano Samadhi. So A1 like this, Kamavachara Divasena, Kamavachara Samadhi, Rupavachara Samadhi, Arupavachara Samadhi, and Apariya Pano Samadhi. Chitobido, 4 kind. Okay, so like this, according in English, in the fifth turret, they are following 4 kind of concentration, sense sphere concentration, 5 material sphere concentration, immaterial sphere concentration, and included Apriyapano means directly the translation like this. Apriyapano means and included. That means excluded. Huh? Excluded in the previous kind. That means, but the direct meaning is like this, but the required meaning is a part concentration. Part meaning is mega. Logo kusala chitta, supramane consciousness, supramane wholesome consciousness. So working with the concentration, that's concentration we call apriya pano samadhi. Yeah. So we have to understand. Okay, we go to next one. Finish today this one. Here, English translation, since sphere concentration is all kind of access concentration. Likewise, like this, the other three is the Rupavachara, Arupavachara. So respectively, profitable, kusala, unification, ekagata of the mind associated with the 5 material, 5 immediate Arupavachara, and then part jhana. Yeah, part is for the noble stage, jhana is samatha, concentration. Anyway, so there are 4 kinds. Kamavachara Samadhi, Rupavachara Samadhi, Arupavachara Samadhi, and Apriyabhana Samadhi. Yeah. Okay, so Chatta Chatuki. Chatta means 6. 6 Chatuki is a 4 in group. So Chandan Che Bhikkhu Adipati. So Chanda Adipati. Chanda is a wish. So wish is a predominate wish. You know, the predominate the for 24 kind of the condition, patthana, adipati, pachayo, in this chanda adipati here, chanda. Yeah. So chanda adipati, karidwa, chanda adipati and karidwa means very strongly predominant which. Labadi samadhi. So concentration with very strongly which chanda. This one kind. Another kind is chanda vidya chitta Vipassanā, isn't it? Yeah. So that's why. Labadi Chedi Kagadan. Ayan Ochadi Chanda Samadhi. So first one, with the chanda very strong, predominant chanda, chanda dipati, that concentration we call chanda samadhi. So in Pali is not mentioned again, pe meaning is very short. So the other same, so viriyan che bhikkhu adipati karitawa labadi samadhi labadi say chiti kagadan ayan uchadi viriya samadhi. Similarly, chaitan che bhikkhu adipati karitawa labadi samadhi labadi chiti kagadan ayan uchadi chitta samadhi. Okay, and then Vimansasmin che bhikkhu. Sorry. Vimansan che bhikkhu adipati karitwa labadi samadhi labadi chaiti kakadan ayan ochadi, that kind of samadhi, vimansa samadhi. So not very difficult. So there are four kind of predominant chanda, which Viriya effort, chitta mind, and vimansa is a wisdom, isn't it? So with these four kind of the predominant thing, so samadhi is also four kind. That's why A1 like this, adipati vasena chitovido. According to the predomination, and there are four kind samadhi. Okay. So that's why here English translation in the sixth turret, if the bhikkhu obtain concentration, obtain the unification of mind, chiti kagada, by making the G desire predominant, that's called concentration to the G. If bhikkhu obtain concentration, obtain unification of mind, by making energy, virya, predominant. So that's called concentration due to energy. Like this, if a bhikkhu obtain concentration, obtain unification of mind, by making the consciousness predominant, so it's called concentration due to consciousness. If a bhikkhu obtain concentration, obtain unification of mind by making inquiry means wisdom here. Wisdom. By making wisdom predominant, so vimansa here. This is called concentration due to wisdom. Vimansa dipit at samadhi. So there are four kinds of samadhi according to the predominant. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next one. I have to finish a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Yan chatobide wotan tudiyan jhana tan vitaka matika mena tudiyan vitaka vichara vitaka vichara tikkamena tatiyanti evam Dvida Benditwa Panchajanani Viridavani. So that's just accordingly five jhana counting method. Saying that one. So not very difficult, I think, to understand. So in the Pantry, there's a 5 jhana by dividing into 2, what is called in second jhana in the 4-4 counting method. So taking the second jhana due to the surmounting of the only applied thought, and that jhana to be due to the surmounting of the both applied and sustained thought. That's different, only different. That's what. So I think it's not very difficult. So there are 5 kind of concentration. Tesan, these 5 jhana fetters. So the kind of things. These 5 kind of concentration according to the 5 fetters of the 5 jhana. So even like this, Panchamit Jhaninga Vasena. 5-4 should be understood according to Vinchavita Viditava. So I think it's not very difficult. According to 5-4 counting method, Fajana is Vitaga Vichara Piti Sukha, isn't it? Second jhana is Vichara Piti Sukha. Third jhana is Piti Sukha Ekagata. Fourth jhana is Sukha Ekagata. Fifth jhana is Upekha Ekagata. Like this. So according to that way, we have 5 kind jhana, 5 kind concentration. Okay. And then we go to Kosatsa Sankileso Kain Waranandi. Yeah. So Kosasa Sankileso, Kileso means the defilement. Yeah. What is the defilement of the? What is Kain Warana? Warana is a purification. What is the purification or the concentration? So Itabana. So according to that question, Itabana, Visijana. Visijana means answer. Visijana is answer. Vibenge Udamewa. Vibenge Udamewa. Vibenge means the name of the Pali. Pali book, Vibhenga. Yeah. So, Hoteni Tata Sankile Sandi Hana Bagio Damo. Yeah. And the Vibhenge, the book of the name of the book is a Vibhenga. So that in that book explained like this. Sankile Sandi. Sankile San means Hana Bagio Damo. Hana Bagyo Dhamma meaning is a decreasing Dharma, decreasing phenomenon. Yeah? So Sankileso, we call Sankileso. Yeah. So Sankilesa, the define is like this. And Waranandi is purification meaning is a Visesa Bagyo Dhamma. Wadana means Visesa Bagyo Dhamma means a distinction phenomena. Distinction phenomena. Yeah. So Tata mono then Patamasa Janasa Labe after attaining the first jhana, Kama Sagada Sanya Samanasikara Samuda Charandi Hana Bhagini Banyati Imina Nayena. So that kind of the Pali mentioned previously. So Imina Nayena means according to that method. Hana Bhagiya Dhamma Viridavo. Yeah. So that the decreasing phenomena should be understood like this. And then Avitakasagata Sanya Manasikara Samuda Charandi Visesa Bhagini Panyati Imina Nayena. According to that method, Visesa Bhagiya Dhamma Viridavo should be understood. Visesa Bhagiya, the distinction phenomena should be understood. Distinction phenomena. Okay. So what is the defilement in English translation? What is cleansing or purification? So the answer is given in the Vibhinga. So defilement is the state, and partaking or diminution, cleansing of the state, partition or distinction. So mentioned in the Vibhinga. So here in the state, partaking of the diminution should be understood in that way. When the man has attained the first jhana, and he is accessible to the possession and attention accompanied by the six desire, kama, six desire, kama raga, then his understanding partake of the diminution. And state partaking of the distinction should be understood in that way. When he is accessible to the possession, sanya, and attention, manasikara, and accompany or without applying thought, without avidaka. So then his understanding partaking on distinction, we say sagamini panya, like this. So we have to understand the different kind of concentration. Finish by now. Yeah. Okay, little bit, we have full 30. Sorry about that. Okay, so we stop here. We continue next week. We continue the disturbance of the concentration. So I'll see you next week. Oh my God, what is happening? No. Sorry. Okay, so thank you very much for your watching. So before stop the lecture, we wish our Buddha teaching stays longer and longer in the universe. So the more a Buddha teaching stays longer, the more we understand. Thank you. So same Buddha Sasana, chanted 2 and 3 times, please. Buddha Sasana, chanted 2. Buddha Sasana, chanted 2. Buddha Sasana, chanted 2. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your watching. Thank you. See you next week. Have a good day. Bye-bye.